And with that, we welcome you to the Stan Sheriff Center, the Hawaiian Tel FCU starting lineup strolling in that bottom right corner of your screen. The Anteaters of UC Irvine, 7-13 overall, 2-4 in the Big West Conference, coming into the house that Stan built to take on the now 17th ranked Rainbow Wahine. 12-5 overall, 5-1, suffering their first conference loss of the season last weekend on the road in the Pyramid against Long Beach State. So Hawaii now entering this match as the second place team going into the weekend in the Big West Conference. But they strike first here against the Anteaters thanks to the winning joust by Noreen Yosia, the 5'11 freshman from Torrance, California. She is second in the Big West Conference in assists as well as aces. She can score from the service line. Good pass there by Harley Keikaoha, though, and the slide goes to Danielle Geiger, dug up by Yosia. Set goes to Nikki Taylor from the opposite position. Now Anteaters running the transition. It's Victoria Dennis on the outside, dug up by Yosia, punched over by Emily Maglio. And then Dennis, with sort of an unorthodox approach, hits it into the twine.
Boy, getting lucky there. Beneficiaries of not a very good scramble play that time by the Anteaters.
So 2 serving 0 right off the jump. Kanoa Leahy, Chris McLaughlin here in the house. And that slide mistimed. Geiger had nothing to do with it. And so Hawaii up 3-0.
One of the things that this Irvine team loves to do is they like to run the sets fast out to the pins. It demands a pretty good timing connection.
Yosia going cross court, misses it wide, and so UC Irvine off the schneid. Anteaters split a pair of road matches last week. They lost to Cal Poly, got swept in that one, and then beat UC Riverside 3-1. And head coach Ashley Haynes saying it was really a tale of 2 matches. It was probably one of our worst efforts, followed up by one of our better efforts. Anteaters go outside. Here's Dennis, high hands and out for an Anteaters point.
Victoria Dennis, she had 14 kills against UCR, had a pretty good match. She's one of their go-to gals, averages 3.6 kills per set, 14 aces on the year.
Outside, here's Nikki Taylor from the outside pin off the block, kept alive by Geiger. Middle set goes to Idara Apakpa, and Apakpa able to catch the Hawaii defense with the brush hit off guard.
Well, the side spin on that serve, very unusual. Normally, it's a top spin or it's a floater, not a side spin like that.
McKenna Granado from the opposite side didn't get a huge swing on it. A little miscommunication on the set. It was Haley DeSales with the swing. Now Dennis taking a stab at it, dug up by Kalei Greeley. Kahakai bump set to Taylor, big rip, and she pounds it down, and it'll be a point for Hawaii.
Set a little bit tight, bump set by Kahakai. Taylor luckily runs into the net after the ball hit the floor. Therefore, no violation.
That is Nikki Taylor's first kill. She is 1 away from tying Carrie Trishman for 13th on the all-time Rainbow Wahine kills list as an ace is dealt out the deck. By Kalei Greeley, by McKenna Granado, I should say.
Great floater that time. The bottom just fell out, went over the net.
So 5 serving 3. Granado with the soft jump serve. She goes back to back.
Exact serve, actually. The bottom fell out at about the same time. Looks like everybody's going to change their passing pattern a little bit. Good little float, just dives.
Right in front of Harley Keikaoha. Sophomore from Long Beach, California, who does a little bit of everything out there on the floor for Irvine. Another good serve by Granado forces the overpass, and Emily Maglio this time is able to wrestle it to the floor. Timeout, Ashley Haynes, as Hawaii takes a 4-point advantage early in set number 1. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match. Chris.
Well, for Irvine, they got a Rida Harley. That's Harley Keikaoha. Boy, can she play. She does it all. Tonight, she's going to set. She's going to hit. She's going to dig. She's going to pass. She's going to do a little bit of everything for the Anteaters. And for Hawaii, terminate in transition. That was her big flaw, I think. When they played on the road was they just did not kill it. After they dug the ball, they did not have great transition offense.
Hawaii hit 500 early and then shutting the door on Victoria Dennis. It was Nikki Taylor getting the gist of it, jumping next to Emily Maglio.
Great move by Granado that time to keep the ball in play. When she's got these two blockers up front, she's got to keep it in. No serving short, no serving long. Just keep it in because she's got a pretty good chance. That block will score points for her.
Long service run here for Granado, finally ended by Idara Apakba, 6-foot sophomore from Brentwood, California.
A split block to Sibley that time, just did not get it to the outside fast enough. Good shot by Apakba.
Apakba, if you go back a year, almost to the day, it was October 17th, 2015. She had a career-high 8 blocks against Hawaii. That's Keikaoha taking the swing, and the southpaw is able to find the touch and the point for UC Irvine. How about the hang time here, Chris?
Oh, yeah, look at that. Not even a good run-up. Actually, just had a one-step close, and that was it. Still got up high. She's real rangy. She's got that left arm that just turned like a nozzle, all kinds of shots. I saw her in practice yesterday hit a couple balls inside the 3-meter line, so Hawaii's got to be careful about protecting against her.
Savannah Kahakai, who will serve for Hawaii. Cross-court hit by Victoria Dennis finds the floor, so a point for Irvine. Kahakai getting over a vicious fever that she was suffering through on the road last week. Did not keep her out of the lineup, though. But there are rumors that she had a temperature up in the triple digits going up against Long Beach State. Still played well, too. With the service received there, here's Taylor having to maneuver inside that double block, and she's able to do so successfully.
Ball set a little off, and that Taylor made a nice adjustment with her feet to get a decent approach.
So Nikki Taylor now 2 kills. That ties her with Carrie Trishman at 1,232 for her career. That's 13th on the all-time kills list here at the University of Hawaii. She continues to climb that ladder, forces the overpass, and Kirsten Sibley, who's just getting started in her accumulation of kills in her Rainbow Wahine career, pumps it down.
I hope she turned around and credited Nikki Taylor. Taylor's the one who forced the overpass.
You're a big proponent of that, right?
I'm a big proponent of that. Share the wealth.
Make sure you recognize when somebody helps set you up. Here's Keikaoha off the block, dug up by Yosia. Bump set, Kahakai to Sibley. Good-looking dig there by number 10, Arden Davis. And then off the block and down it goes off of the palm of Haley DeSales. Played her freshman year at Washington State before transferring over to Irvine.
Well, this wiggle went right through the block, but what really started, as you said, was Arden Davis, number 7 all-time digger for Irvine.
Luna Sugimoto with the serve. The libero is able to bust out the ace. And Irvine trying to hang in there here in this opening set. You see the look of displeasure for Dave Shoji.
Sugimoto, number 2 ace here for Irvine in 2015, so she can serve it. Not many errors either. That's just a little more than a 1-to-1 ratio.
But giveth and then taketh away. That was her 17th ace prior to that service error. She started her collegiate career at Ohio State, but then transferred to UC Irvine. She is an Irvine, California native.
Did you mean to say the Ohio State? I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't have to adhere to
good.
those
I like
kinds
that.
of standards.
I like that.
It's just Ohio State. I'm gonna have Buckeye Nation all over me after that one. Oh, quick middle set, and that was a hammer pounded down by Danielle Geiger. Arguably one of the best athletes on this Irvine roster.
She's been snake bit with injuries her entire career. I watched them practice yesterday. I was doing my homework and I heard this sound of the first attack, and it was Geiger. She needed, I think it was the Geiger counter that needed to measure her kill. She was unbelievable how hard she hit the ball.
And how about the put down there by Savannah Kahakai?
Is that a dig kill again?
There you go.
Gotta love those. Liberos love those dig kills.
Hey, an issue has been service receive, right? And why not just eliminate the middleman? You just send it back over for the point.
Exactly.
Annie Mitchum with the serve for Hawaii, and it pings up against that end line for a Rainbow Wahine ace.
I think Sugimoto did the right thing. Duck and get out of the way, because it looked like it was going out for sure. And all of a sudden, at last minute, boom, the bottom drops out.
Already 3 service aces for Hawaii. That was the 3rd on the season for Annie Mitchum. slide. This is Geiger. Good dig in the back row by Greeley. Here's Granato over the double block. Diving save Sugimoto. And return. Yoshia. Back row to Mitchum. We haven't seen much of that. He'll go outside now to Granato, and that's dug up by Keiko Oha. Good rally we got going here. Keiko Oha with the set. We'll go right side to Sales. Dug up by Mitchum. Yoshia, D-set to Taylor. It was a little low. Keiko Oha got the first touch. Traced down by Sugimoto, and we play on. Yoshia slide to Maglio, and finally, that sequence is power.
And I'll tell you something, nobody's happier than Emily Maglio right now. It took her 3 sets to get her first kill. Oh, not tonight. Tonight picks up her second one right there. The first one was on a joust. That didn't really count. This one was a legitimate, rally-ending kill.
How about the applause from this Stan Sheriff Center crowd? It was well-earned. That'll be a well-earned ovation as well, as Maglio was up on the roof next to Granato, and they were sealing the deal out there on Keiko Oha. Timeout taken by Ashley Hain. Hawaii up 7. Welcome back. Let's check out the series record sponsored by Aston Hotels and Resorts. Hawaii has never lost in the history of this meeting. 34-0 against UC Irvine. The last meeting was November 17th, 2015 in California, Hawaii. Despite a very competitive opening set, able to win in 3. And a kill down the line that time, unleashed by Lauren Carter, 6'3" freshman from Pomona, California. She was out for a little while because of injury, but her return has prompted Ashley Hain, head coach for Irvine, Chris, to be able to utilize the 6'2" schematics.
Exactly. She'll come in for Shelly Anderson when she goes to the front row, make Irvine much bigger in the front row.
We'll see a middle set to Mags. And how about the picture-perfect pass on the serve receive by Calais Greeley?
Great pass by Greeley and a risky set by Yoshia, but that's the kind of a set that Hawaii's got to have, especially late in the season. Other teams have you fully scouted, you know everything you're going to do.
That one dug up, two-hand style by Kahakai. Back set goes to Taylor. Sugimoto there. Well done. Outside it goes to Dennis. Lobbing hit is dug up by Greeley. Quick middle, it's Mags again. And it all comes down to that first contact, right? If Yoshia has it in an area where she has options, then she can work those very effective middle hitters.
Exactly. She can set 4 different players. Even she can set a person in the back row if she wants to. But 2 31s in a row, that's pretty creative.
4 kills on 5 swings for Maglio. Here's Taylor taking a swing. Oh, great pinball action on the Irvine side of the net. Pass tight to the net. One hand set by Yoshia, but Granato is roofed. Roofed by Lauren Carter, who came into this match with 27 of those on the season. The one hand set was still pretty from Yoshia, though.
It really was. That's all she could do. If she tried to put 2 hands on it, she would have net for sure.
With the solo denial by Carter. Here's Maglio again in the middle.
3 31s in a row.
Carter, the dink, caught Hawaii sleeping. So Lauren Carter has come in, and she has quickly made her presence felt. Averaging 1.84 kills per set on the year, hitting .217. And it is Danielle Geiger back behind the line. Back set, here's Granato, big run up, dug up by Geiger over the net. Yoshia with options, backside Granato by the single block, dug up by Keiko Oha. And then a mishandle on the second touch. That's going to go against the Sales, so Hawaii able to evade that transition with the free point.
Called by the head referee, Marcia Ray. I've seen her many, many times in the last 20 years be a Final Four kind of a referee. I believe she's done a couple Final Fours.
All line now.
She's up top the ladder. Wayne Lee down on the floor. Wesley Kawachi and Harrison Ho, the line judges. Keiko Oha bump set, actually sets up Nikki Taylor. She says, mahalo nui loa.
No timeouts left for Irvine to slow down the game. Hawaii on a bit of a roll right now. This is the last rotation where Hawaii scored in the bunches, and that was when Granato was serving.
That was thunderous coming from Nikki Taylor. And it is 20 serving 12. Backside set. Again, that's Carter. She's able to tool the block. So Lauren Carter, just a freshman, good-looking frosh, that's for sure.
Picks up her 3 kills and 4 tries, 750. Not a bad number.
And so into the front row goes Keikaoha. Into the match, into the back row to serve is the starting setter, Shelly Anderson. Floats it short. Kristen Sibley with the pass. Taylor from the opposite side. Denied access by Victoria Dennis.
Great block by Dennis. She just went right up on the antenna right there, goes straight up. No fancy movements at all, just pressing over the net. Hands into the court.
6'3", the long extension. She was also a high jumper in high school, all league level, so she's formidable at the net for sure. So is Emily Maglio. Net violation called against the Anteaters. Either way you slice it, it's a point for Hawaii.
Maglio leading the way for all Rainbow attackers. 5 kills in 7 tries. Hitting 714, no errors. Big turnaround from last week at Long Beach when she had 2 kills, 2 errors, and struggled pretty much all night long.
Sure, throwing a pair of blocks here already tonight as well. Mitchum, the touch. Pinballed around and a free ball coming here for Hawaii. Yosia, backside. Taylor over a double block, dug up over the net. Fielded by Kahakai. Yosia goes slide to Mitchum, and she hammers it home.
I don't think UCI was expecting that maneuver. I thought they were expecting, Nikki Taylor to get that set. Instead, here comes Mitchum hitting the tight slide behind the setter. Great play.
And that has been the conundrum, if you want to call it that, on exactly where to put Annie Mitchum since her return from injury. On the outside or in the middle. Mitchum showing her presence there at the net a couple of times. Now in the middle, offensively able to just swipe it and place it oh so gently in the middle of the Terraflex.
Not a great connection, but a point nevertheless. Mitchum in a little early, I think. Set a little bit high as well.
But you like Mitchum in the middle, I presume.
I like her on the left.
Okay.
That's my point.
Touch over the net, fielded by Yosia. Set right side, here's Taylor. Past the double block, but Sujimoto had it covered. Backside set, Dennis, roofed! Sibley and Mitchum, and it's a Aloha ball here in the opening set.
Good swing by Dennis. She just ran up against a better block, but Sujimoto, what a great dig by her.
So the question has to be, Chris, the follow-up, why do you like Mitchum on the outside better?
I just like her. I like a bigger presence on the left side, especially in long rallies, terminator. But if Sibley keeps hitting like that, if Granado hits like that, then you can leave Mitchum in the middle. It all depends on how Sibley and Granado are playing. There you go.
Termination courtesy of the Frosh. Kirsten Sibley. Hawaii wins set 1 by double digits, and they'll swap ends as the Rainbow Wahine strike first here against UC Irvine.
Rainbow Wahine Volleyball on OCSports is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii, Kaiser Permanente, and Island Air.
Welcome back. Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank. Chris.
We're going to watch Annie Mitchum here in transition. She's going to run what's called a tight slide right behind the center. She takes off, and watch what happens right there when Iosia decides to set Mitchum. Look at the middle blocker for Irvine, Pakpa. She's going out to block Nikki Taylor already. And watch Mitchum. We roll it now. Mitchum's going to go up and kill it. She's got nobody to block her, and it was just a well-designed play. Here we can see it again as we see Mitchum on the tight slide, Taylor's on the right, and those blockers are going up, but you know what? They weren't blocking Annie Mitchum, they were blocking Nikki Taylor.
I don't know, with the height on that point of contact, I'm not sure, even if the blocker was positioned, what they could have been able to do against Mitchum.
That's true, because Annie hits the ball on a very high contact point. She touches around, I want to say around 10-5, something like that.
Tops on the team here this year, working very hard in the offseason as you take a look at second-year coach Ashley Hain. Replaced Paula Weishoff, who left to coach at Concordia. That's her second stint with that program. But Hain was a heck of a player for the Anteaters, starting setter on UCI's 03 and 04 NCAA tournament teams, and still remains the career leader in assists at UC Irvine. So Hawaii winning set 1, 25-14. Here we are getting started on set 2. Back row set goes to Haley DeSales, dug up by Kahakai. Outside, it's Granado. Right there is DeSales. So UCI outside, it goes to Dennis. And Greeley scoops that one up. Taylor from the opposite position goes kaboom.
I'll tell you what's happening right now. USC is really moving the ball around from pin to pin. He's got people like Greeley back there playing defense, giving her lots of opportunities to run that transition offense.
In the middle, it goes to Akpakpa. Good
Greeley
save
again,
in the
her
back
third
row.
dig.
Taylor unable to make the contact she wanted on that set. Tried to go softy with it.
Tip shot. I think Taylor should just swing all the time. She doesn't need to tip the ball at all. She can just hammer away whenever she wants.
Maybe getting too cute with it that time. Out serve, though, bails Hawaii out. Nikki Taylor, who in that 5-set loss at Long Beach State had 28 kills and 19 digs. Those were each off of career highs for her. Just one off of career highs for her in both those categories.
Over here.
So tried to carry the load against the 49ers, but Long Beach State just making the plays. And Victoria Dennis that time making a play for UC Irvine. A particular note standing out last week for the 49ers was their freshman libero, Haley Harward, who was named the Big West Conference Defensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, that's a big compliment for sure.
She had a career-high 27 digs and was seemingly scooping everything up as you take a look at Claire Marie Anderson out there on the floor. And she is able to receive that serve, and they're able to run it quickly and efficiently to Kirsten Sibley. They go freshman to freshman on the connection. You'll see to Sibley for the hammer. Sibley averaging 1.98 kills per set. So Savannah Kahakai with the serve down the line. Keikaoha, southpaw swing dug up by Kahakai. Quick middle set, Mitchum just touched it over, so chance now for the Anteaters. They go outside to Sales. Return to sender, says Nikki Taylor, solo style.
Nikki Taylor, such a good blocker, such a good all-around player, plays great defense in the back row. But this is what she does best, maybe. One-on-one blocking, takes away the line, pounds it down.
Oh, speaking of pounding it down, Idara Akpakpa getting a good wood on that one.
Akpakpa known more for her blocking than her attacking. She gets 1 kill a game, but she's hitting 250, but she's got 56 blocks on the year.
Out serve, though, by Sujimoto. And again, Hawaii benefits from the freebie. Yeah, you mentioned Akpakpa. She now has 3 kills on 4 swings, no errors, hitting 750. As far as the service errors go, 4 already for Irvine. You compare that to Hawaii, just 1 service error compared to 3 service aces for the Rainbow Wahine. And that one didn't get over the top of the tape. Danielle Geiger went for the throwdown.
I thought it was going to be called a throwdown, but instead they called 4 contacts.
Danielle Geiger, who didn't play at all last year. I mean, her career has been full of snake bite type injuries, stress fractures. She even suffered from vertigo for a time. Outside, here's DeSales, and that one sails long.
Nikki Taylor once again forcing the issue with Irvine's passing pattern, causing all sorts of problems.
So Hawaii applying the recipe that has really proven to be successful for them, right? Serve tough, force the opposition out of its transition game. Ironically, that's sort of what Long Beach State was able to accomplish against Hawaii on the road last week. Keikaoha rising high, diving save by Anderson. Mitchum is blocked, but she knuckles it up. Now Taylor from the back row. 5 kills for Nikki.
Ashley Hay maybe call a timeout, maybe not. Let's see. She's gonna let him go. What a swing by Nikki Taylor. Found the hole in the block.
Oh, into the net it goes. Taylor, we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, 3rd nationally in aces per set, 4th nationally in points per set, 3rd in the NCAA in kills per set.
Pretty impressive number.
I would say so, yeah. Keikaoha as they go tit for tat on the service errors.
Well, Ashley Hayne told us that before the broadcast that she was going to probably have 3 jump servers that'll have a green light to get up and just rip away, and 3 floaters. And the jump servers, unless they score, they're going to jump serve will be taken away and they'll go back to jump floating.
Well, this is an Irvine team that entered tonight's match ranked 3rd in the conference in aces. So they have been able to achieve some success from the service line. But that's the risk-reward equation, right? Slide, a little tight to the net, so Geiger just has to swipe it over. Chance for Hawaii. Kahakai sets up Granado, goes high hands. Dug up by Arden Davis. Touched over on the second contact by Anderson. Hawaii able to play it at the net. Granado is dug up. Outside it goes to Carter. And Lauren Carter again finding the floor.
Carter playing a different position in this game, not taking the place of, here we see Granado taking a couple of swings. And there's the ball that hits the floor. Carter not going in for the setter this time, Shelly Anderson. This time she went on the outside for DeSales.
Good observation there. 9-5. You see Irvine with the serve. Back row set to Taylor. Diving save Sugimoto. That was pretty. But a free ball coming here for the Lady Bows. Yosia outside. Granado. And she was able to handcuff Sugimoto.
And after 11 swings, Granado finally picks up her first kill. And I'll tell you something, she had some quality swings before this. She probably should have had 3 or 4 kills, but Irvine was just playing better defense.
Mitchum with the serve. Slide goes to Geiger, but she hits it into the antenna. Can you just talk about the mental challenge that McKenna Granado must go into? We'll hear it on the other side of this timeout as UC Irvine signals for a break. Welcome back. Let's check out the First Hawaiian Bank top 3 Big West individual kill percentage. UCSB's Phoebe Grunt tops the list, but Emily Maglio for Hawaii. Despite a weekend last week on the road where her efficiency numbers weren't certainly up to her normal standard, she's still number 3.
Watch for those numbers to go up tonight, though. Right now, Emily Maglio hitting .714. That should help the batting average.
High and away bump set goes to Victoria Dennis, and she puts it down. Speaking of UCSB, one of the big surprises in Big West Conference play today, right? UC Santa Barbara losing to UC Riverside. Riverside was previously winless in the Big West.
Shocker. Shocker.
It was at a 3-1 final in that match. Good looking swing there by Shelly Anderson.
Hawaii's got to adjust now because Anderson is they're playing 5-1, so Anderson's going through the front row. So when she's in the front row, Hawaii's got to be aware that she can attack the ball, especially being a lefty. She can be very aggressive.
Here's Granado from the outside, off the block. Anderson touches it over, so another chance for Hawaii. Yosia will go to Granado again, and this time puts it down for her second kill of the evening. Now, prior to that last time out, Chris, I was asking you about the mental challenge that Granado must be going through with some of the efficiency numbers here as of late. And certainly tonight, you mentioned some quality swings, but not all of them going down. How do you deal with that?
Well, I'll tell you, McKenna Granado's had some great swings tonight, 11 swings and only 1 kill to show for it. But all it was, I think, was a matter of the Anteaters making some great digs. And Granado's just got to stay patient, and her confidence will return.
Here's Taylor from the outside, dug up by Anderson. Keikaoha sets up Dennis. Good touch on the block there by Maglio. She'll get the set in the middle, and she's roofed solo style by Idara Apakpa.
Big block by Apakpa. She was all over Emily Maglio. I think that maybe USC has gone to the well one too many times there.
And Irvine back within 3. Kahakai sets up Taylor, and she restores some Rainbow Wahine order.
Wow, what a shot. 2 blockers up there waiting for her, and she still finds a way to put it down almost inside the 3-meter line.
And Kenna Granado back behind the service line. Had a good run in that opening set. Back-to-back aces, forced a few overpasses. Backside, here's Dennis against the double block. And Mags got a couple of paws on it.
Blake really allowed to play through the front row. Here looks like Dave shows you might be possibly giving her a chance to get back into shape and maybe even get a few sets here. We'll see, but she had a good block there with Maglio.
Oh, that was a pounding. A pop-up. And off the block and into the Rainbow Wahine bench area. Dave Shoji and Jeff Hall, they had to clear out. Taking defensive tactics there. You see Kaleo Baxter as well on the bench.
We're going to see the clear out here.
Yeah, Kaleo stayed put, but it was Jeff Hall and Dave getting out of dodge. Even Lindsey Berg was like, no, I'm not going to hang around for that. Mags in the middle. Pancake save by Sugimoto. No, that'll be whistled off. They will say that it touched the floor. Ashley Hayne argues the point. She can challenge the call.
Is it? Yeah. All right, yeah.
And she will.
Do I just give it to you or what?
So she will challenge whether or not Sugimoto was able to scoop that with the spatula. And Wayne Lee will take a look. Now, it's always interesting seeing the expressions of these opposing coaches, right? Because they don't play with the review system everywhere else in the conference. Hawaii, by virtue of the television cameras here, affords them the opportunity to have the challenge system here at play all season. It might be a pretty decent argument there from Ashley Hayne.
Could be. Well, the other thing is when you're down 15 to 10, and you've already used one timeout, not a bad idea to use this challenge as a timeout.
That's a good point, too.
Players can't come over to the bench. They have to stay on the floor, but you can still talk to them.
What are your thoughts here, Chris?
I think it looks pretty good. On the original live action, I thought it was not good, but Ramona Wiseman actually called it not good. And the head referee worked with that call.
And they'll replay it. They'll say that it was a valid save from Luna Sugimoto, who also played lacrosse at Arnold Beckman High School in Irvine. So the well-rounded athlete showing off some of that athleticism on that save.
And her major, great major, criminology. How about that? We don't see that major very often.
Well, they were able to get to the bottom of that mystery on that review, and it will be Irvine serving 10, serving 14. And number 14, Victoria Dennis with the high toss. Blasts it long. So a point for Hawaii.
Dave showed you there was a play earlier where Dave showed you I think could have asked for the green card and recalled the play, but I think he made the right move to let the flow of the game keep going because they were playing pretty well. And as soon as you do the recall thing, everything kind of slows down.
Here's Mitchum. Good heater from Mitchum, but Anderson the save, and we'll play on in the sequence. Outside Sibley, the big wind-up, dug up, though, by Arden Davis. She's had some good defensive moments here tonight. Hawaii in transition. Taylor from the opposite side. Was there a touch? No touch. Point for Irvine, and they're back within 4.
Annie Mitchum drawing some attention in the middle, giving Nikki Taylor a one-on-one on the outside. I'm not sure she went for the best shot there. I think her cross-court angle might have been a better one.
So Sugimoto will serve. Claire Marie Anderson the reception, and in the middle it is Annie Mitchum. Again, that high point of contact. Well, it gives her such an advantage, even when she doesn't make grand contact with the ball, as we saw in that sequence.
Exactly, and the perfect pass by Claire Marie Anderson really helped to be able to run all 4 attackers.
So Hawaii up a handful. Keikaoha off the block and down.
How about the stat on Keikaoha? 3 triple-doubles this year. One of only 8 players in the NCAA to be able to do that. A triple-double. When was the last time you had a triple-double?
Probably the other day when I was playing some pickup basketball.
Oh, there you go.
Keiko'oha into the net.
Was yours for shots taken?
Oh, do they all have to be positive categories, or?
No, it's any category.
Keiko'oha. I mean, there are few players who are asked to do the wide variety of things that Harley Keiko'oha is asked to do. It's unreal.
Yeah, it is. At least this game, she does not have to set. The first set, she did have to set.
Out serve from Clay Greeley. Hawaii had just one service error in that opening stanza. They've tacked on now 3 more here in set number 2. Lucia traces down the second contact. Bump set Granado blocked and Roof. Nobody had the ricochet covered. And here comes UCI.
Good solid block. Granado, good swing. That ball should have been picked up. Somebody should have been covering.
14 serving 7. Granado the pass. Yosia will go out to Granado off the tape. Kept alive by Keiko'oha. Sujimoto bump sets Dennis off the block and down. And the Anteaters have a little something brewing in set number 2.
I don't think Dave showed you let it go much longer without taking a timeout.
Right on cue. Timeout, Rainbow Wahine. Things getting tight. Welcome back. Let's check out the Jack Fact tonight. All-around player, indeed. Nikki Taylor ranked 3rd in the NCAA in aces per set, 4th in points per set, 5th in kills per set, 45th in blocks per set. No other player in the NCAA is ranked in the top 50 in all 4 categories. Only 4 others are top 50 in 3 of them. It tells quite a story. Here's Granado from the outside. Keiko'oha dug it off of her shoulder and sent it over the net and down. And UC Irvine, Chris, has trimmed the lead down to 1.
The infamous shoulder dig. A thing of beauty right there. Nobody home.
Here's Granado. Sends it long, and we are tied. Largest lead for the Rainbow Wahine in this second set was 5. It has evaporated.
Hawaii going in a different passing pattern now. Granado goes up to the net.
Here's Greeley from the back row. Dug up by Sujimoto. Back row set to Sales. Right there is Taylor. So Yosia will set up Taylor from the back row. Sends it long. But there was a touch. Yes, there was, and a point for the Rainbow Wahine. And another argument with the officiating crew from Ashley Hain, and I think we're going to have another challenge. She's not going to be stingy with them. No reason to be thrifty. You can't take them home with you back to California.
It's true. The hardest part about the challenge on a touch call is that it's so difficult to have overwhelming evidence. Let's take a look and see.
Well, obviously, the call by Margie Ray was that there was a touch.
Well, here, Margie Ray is like 3 feet from the blocker. Take a look there. See, see, it's real hard to tell if a pinky gets touched. You know, it could be just a very dermatological touch.
Yeah.
And if it's not overwhelming evidence, it should remain the call that Margie Ray called, because she's right there.
Yeah, it's hard to overturn. You know, we're not dealing with, at the international level, they have that super high resolution replay that they can slow down and take a look at. And it's much more obvious whatever direction the call or the challenge goes. In this case, as anticipated, Wayne Lee upholds the call.
Exactly.
Gianna Guanasso, Huntington Beach, California native, in and back to serve now for Hawaii. Finding themselves in Bit of a wrestling match here with UC Irvine in this second set. Hawaii trying to bounce back in the win column, suffering its first Big West Conference loss of the season last week, a 5-set thriller at Long Beach State. Their first conference road loss since 2014, a 5-set loss at Long Beach State. Slide, that's Geiger, blocked. Kept alive by DeSales, outside. Dennis, pancake save Taylor. Nobody had the second touch, and it's a point for Irvine. And you see the body language, some looks of concern on the Hawaii side of the twine. On Irvine's side, it's all excitement.
You see, one of the concerns in Hawaii's defense has been letting that tip drop. They've worked very hard the last couple of weeks to make sure they had better tip defense. And that time, well, it wasn't there.
Hawaii winning the first set 25-14. And we are in a battle here in set two. Brianna Montgomery, transfer from Hofstra with the serve. Outside, Granado down the line, dug up by Keikaoha. Well done. Dennis from the outside, got the fingertips of the block. Granado there. D-set goes to Taylor. Keikaoha had it sniffed out. Dennis a second crack over the double block. Right there is Greeley. Taylor from the back row, blocked. Maglio on her knees keeps it alive. Now Granado, the touch, finds the floor.
Oh, great peripheral vision by McKenna Granado that time. Wow, she found the open court. She saw that Irvine was spread out all over the place, waiting for another ball to go to Nikki Taylor. And just left a wide open hook in the middle of the floor.
So 19 serving 18. And Noreen Yosia busts it out for Hawaii. DeSales, touch from the back row. Yosia had it covered. Kahakai two-hand set to Taylor. Double block was up, but it did not matter. And Hawaii up a deuce.
Irvine has one timeout left. We'll see if they use it. I guess it's not going to be used now.
8th kill of the match for Nikki Taylor on 21 swings. She's hitting 238. Here it comes from Yosia again. Took something off. Keikaoha laying out on the pass. Dennis through the double block and down. And she's starting to put a little something together. That's her 7th put down, Chris.
Terrific cross-court shot there. Saw the block well farmed and just did a little wrist-away shot to find the open court.
Dennis can get it rolling. She is 4th in the Big West Conference in kills per set, averaging 3.63. Also had a 31 kill performance in a 5-set win against San Diego State earlier in the year. Taylor, second time was a charm. She is ripping the ball tonight, Chris.
It looks fresh. She took the first 2 days off, by the way. Normally she only takes 1 day off on Monday. She took 2 days off after that, long road trip and tough 5-setter against Long Beach. So I think it was a good move by Dave Shoji to give her a little bit more rest, and she looks fresher tonight.
Yeah, you can see it for sure. And McKenna Granado with her 3rd ace of the match prompts a timeout from the Anteaters. Welcome back. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Heineken. 2.67. That's the blocks per set for Hawaii this season. That's tops in the Big West Conference and 26th in the NCAA. How important is the block to the overall success of this team going forward this year, Chris?
It's everything. It's Hawaii's strongest asset. And let's see if they keep the serve in here after the timeout. Granado's been really good about this tonight. So her big block up there can get the point.
There's Keikaoha on the outside. The dink off the tape, played by Magua. She's getting pretty darn good at that. Some of those awkward ricochets. Dennis from the opposite position just dinks it over.
Twice now, Dennis has had tips drop to the floor on Hawaii's side. Hawaii might want to cheat up on her, especially if she does not get the set that she likes.
That has been an occasional bugaboo for this Rainbow Wahine defense, getting those touch shots covered. 20 serving 22. Dennis sends it across. You'll see it goes middle to Mags. Block. Diving save by Kahakai to keep it going. Sibley goes high hands, kept alive by Dennis. Oh, but a little jumble on the transition. Chance for Hawaii. Sibley from off the net. On her knees, the save by Dennis. Outside, it goes to Carter. And Carter hits it wide.
Carter had been almost perfect up to that point. Finally makes her first error.
Savannah Kahakai now 4th in the Big West Conference in digs per set. Sends it across, forces the overpass, and Annie Mitchum unleashes.
And give Savannah Kahakai all the credit there. What a serve.
So Aloha ball here in the second. Hard-fought second set, to say the least. Kahakai sends it down the line. Back set, Keikaoha. Anderson got a shoulder on it and then bumps it over. Middle set, Apapa is dug up, but not for long.
You see now if Hawaii learned anything from last week. Last week, remember, in the fifth set, they were up 8-6 at the turn. They're up 11-9 and couldn't close. Now they're up 24-21. And we'll see if they're feeling the pressure or not.
Lofting serve, diving past Kahakai. Bump set goes to Sibley. Double block was up. Great save by Arden Davis. Keikaoha, the roll shot. Diving save, Claire Marie Anderson. Here's Sibley. Deep corner and in. And that puts a punctuation mark on that second set. Hawaii wins 25-21. It was a hard-fought battle, but the Rainbow Wahine take a 2-0 lead into the locker room, and they'll have an opportunity to creak open the broom closet here tonight.
Rainbow Wahine Volleyball on OCSports is sponsored by Straub and Hawaii Honda Dealers.
Take a look at the McDonald's match statistics. Chris, what stands out to you there?
Well, obviously Hawaii kill percentage, is 267, 203 is pretty significant. Blocks about even. Digs, look at Irvine's digging, 34-26 over the Rainbow Wahine. And with the aces, Hawaii with 4 aces, and they've really gotten Irvine out of system an awful lot tonight. And it doesn't help that Irvine has served out 7 times. Not good. Hawaii's also sided out at a 66% average, which is really good. Irvine only at 46% side out average.
Still, Anteaters putting up a pretty strong fight in that second set. How does Hawaii finish things off here in this third set?
I think that Hawaii needs to do just more of the same. The Xerox the first set, they'll be just fine, where they ran away and hid. Second set had some hiccups here and there, but they just play like they did in the first set, they'll be just fine. I doubt if Dave Shoji will make any lineup changes at all. I'd be very surprised if he does. It looks like he is sending out his starting group, with the exception of, it looks like Natasha Burns is going to get a start in place of Annie Mitchum.
Need tickets to an upcoming UH contest? Visit HawaiiAthletics.com, call 944-BOWS, or visit the Sand Sheriff Center box office. 3 easy ways to get your seats for exciting UH sports action. We saw the Rainbow Warrior basketball team introduced during the intermission here at the Sand Sheriff Center. They got a big event coming up this Thursday. Well, this coming Thursday, October 20th, right here at the Sand Sheriff Center. It's the University of Hawaii men's basketball tip-off. You'll be able to meet the team. For more information, go to HawaiiAthletics.com. A lot of new faces. You're going to want to meet these guys.
You need a roster for that, won't you? For those guys?
There's Nikki Taylor from the back row here as we get going with set number 3. Victoria Dennis starts things off well for UC Irvine.
Great dig by Luna Sugimoto, too. Ohio State transfer. Picking up a good one. There's the cross-court dig, got low, popped it up. Not everybody can dig Nikki Taylor. Nice over-the-top swing by Dennis.
We are just seeing the level of play at the libero position all across the board. It just continues to rise.
I would agree completely.
Pass by Granado. She gets the set on the outside, down the line, misses wide, no touch. And Irvine able to score the first 2 points of set number 3. Shelly Anderson will serve. A left-handed delivery. You'll see a bump set. Taylor's dug up over the net. Good communication there by Kahakai to call Natasha Burns off. Granado unable to put it down, though. Sujimoto returns it. You'll see on the second contact. Finds the opening where no anteaters were.
And she slipped on that one. Kind of paintbrushed it. Wanted to put it deep to the corner instead. She got about a half a swing at it. Still got the kill. Second one of the night.
And she will serve. Perfect pass by Keikaoha. Middle set, Dennis. Blockers waiting. Now Keikaoha from the outside. Dug up by Kahakai. You'll see a backside. Taylor stuffs it through that double block. And Nikki Taylor achieves double-digit kills. That's her 10th.
She's certainly getting a lot of sets in the front row, as Lisa Strand said earlier. A lot of sets in the front row. She's moving the ball around nicely. She got that cross-court shot. She's in it down the line, over the top.
You'll see it into the twine.
His 5th service error on the night.
So Nikki Taylor, double-digit kills. She has reached double figures in that department in all but 2 matches this year, and the only 2 matches were a couple of weeks ago in this building against Cal State Fullerton and UC Riverside, a couple of efficient sweeps.
And she's passed Carrie Trishman for the number 13 spot in the all-time kills list.
Keeps on climbing. Natasha Burns able to swipe that one down. Burns, the 6'5" redshirt freshman from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Redshirted last year with a broken hand.
And we're seeing Annie Mitchum on the left side. He's kind of embarrassed. Oops, I got away with one there.
Not the cleanest contact, but hey, a point's a point. Bakpa puts it down.
Bakpa's 6 kills now. No errors. And 8 tries. She's hitting the mirror. 750 on the night.
6-foot sophomore from Brentwood, California. So, I mean, just a sophomore. Obviously a bright future here for the Anteaters. Backside set, Nikki Taylor. Wow, she is crushing the volleyball tonight.
You see that Irvine tried to serve Annie Mitchum, bring her all the way up in front of the 3-meter line, and hoping that the pass would be on that side of the court. Eosia found a way to get the ball all the way back to Taylor. Brilliant move by Eosia.
So 4 serving 4. Slide, and that is Danielle Geiger, and we're seeing some paint brushing, some broad strokes here in this 3rd set.
I think even Geiger got the kill there. I think she would admit she did not get all of that. The kill, nevertheless.
Volleyball and high jump standout in high school, Danielle Geiger. Backside, here's Taylor again. Laying the smackdown.
Nikki Taylor, give her a couple more days off each week, Dave Shoji. This girl looks fresh as a daisy.
Coming off of that 68 swing effort on the road against Long Beach State. Yeah, she's packing a punch here tonight at the Stan Sheriff Center. And there to cover the second contact touch over. And Annie Mitchum then obliges with a blasty blast of her own.
We all know that Annie's not real happy being on the left, but I think she's got to continue to play at least 1 set there if possible per night to stay fresh, just in case Hawaii runs up a, let's say, a huge block. Let's say Sibley and Granado are struggling against the big block. Mitchum can go out there and attack that big block.
Taylor forces the overpass, and then Yosia pulls one out from under her sleeve.
That'll keep the defense honest. Keep talking, G. Let him know you got that, G. I like it when centers get aggressive like this. Hitters are still backing up, weren't really ready. Yosia says, okay, I'll just take it in my own hands. Good pass by Sujimoto.
Geiger, big swing. Mitchum got the touch, able to get the touch up to keep the sequence going. Couldn't quite put that one down, though, and now another chance for Hawaii. Yosia, slide to Maglio. Half-hearted swing. Keikaoha, diving attempt by Kahakai for not.
Nice little off-speeder by Keikaoha. Get the ball in play. Exposed Hawaii's deep perimeter defense a little bit.
So Harley Keikaoha now, 4 kills on 11 swings, no errors. She has 12 digs. Remember, she's also playing, or has played at least in parts tonight, the setter spot.
Watch for Maglio in the middle here. Nope. Gonna go. You'll see it calls her own number again. I thought for sure Mags is gonna get a shot there.
Well, if it keeps working. Maureen Yosia, a freshman out of Redondo Union High School. One of 6 children, has 2 sisters and 3 brothers. And boy, has she shown a feistiness throughout the season out there as just a freshman this year.
Love her jump serve, love her hands. I think she had the most in attendance at Long Beach as well.
Kelly Greeley with the serve. Outside set, here's Dennis. Had to readjust the approach and was able to still go off the block and out for an Irvine point.
Tori Dennis at 6'3". That's a pretty good punch. And by the way, did you know one of the things she does as a sidelight? The Anteater TV producer and anchor.
There's Maglio pounding it through the block. So trading blows here in the 3rd stanza. And it will be Mags back behind the service line. Majoring in animal sciences, an aspiring veterinarian. Apapa in the middle. She's doing work, Chris McLaughlin. 7 kills on 9 attempts.
She really is. She's playing flawlessly, blocking pretty well as well. Here's a big jump, goes over the top.
Nifty set from Anderson as well. And she busts out the serve. D-set to Taylor. Dug up over the net and in. Kahakai was chasing it down, thought it was headed out, but it just catches that end line. A dig kill.
I thought it was going out as well, but
we're tied here in the 3rd at 9 apiece. Yosia outside. Granado blocked. Kahakai there. Granado will take another crack at it. High hands and pushed down by Natasha Burns as that one was hovering above the tape. Well, that's where 6'5" and having a little bit of a basketball history in high school, that's where it comes in handy.
And she's got a lot of arms and legs going on as well. Doesn't have to jump a whole lot to get up there.
10 serving 9. Here it comes from Yosia. Dennis from the opposite side, dug up by Kahakai. Yosia backside to Taylor, the touch shot. Diving save Dennis. Keikaoho will wind up through the block. Burns punches it up. Granado takes a swing, dug up by Sujimoto. Middle set, Apapa blocked, but returned. Yosia one-hand set outside to Granado, but it'll be a net violation. Yosia unable to avoid contact with the twine.
Credit Irvine for some great defense in that rally. Popping up ball after ball. Clearly, it's a characteristic of their team that they've got a coach who is a setter, digger, and they've taken on that persona.
Not exactly a strong point for this team so far statistically this season, though. Net violation this time goes against the Anteaters, so a point for Hawaii. I mean, Irvine is last in the conference in opponent hitting percentage and also last in the Big West Conference in digs. So it hasn't necessarily been a defensive-minded team so far this season, but as you alluded to, head coach Ashley Hayne, she feels like they're starting to change the identity and turn things around a little bit.
Exactly. Out digging Hawaii 34-26 after 2 sets.
Keikaoha blocked in roof. Andy Mitchum says, "Aole."
See if Ashley Hayne waits for the media timeout, or if she's going to call timeout here. I think if Foy gets another one, it might force Ashley Hayne to call a timeout. We'll see.
McKenna Granado serving. Some of the coaching staff for Hawaii laughing before the match. McKenna Granado takes her time at the service line. And we're talking about maybe as many as a dozen bounces of the ball before she hits into it. You're supposed to be allowed 8 seconds to serve. She uses maybe about 7.5.
Yeah, she's pushing the envelope.
We'll see a middle to Burns. Very efficient.
And how about the pass by Annie Mitchum? They're
Gotta
trying to
love
pick
that.
on her. They're saying, hey, Annie Mitchum, you're in the middle. You're on the outside. Watch this. We're going to serve you. Annie Mitchum just pops it right up there, and they run a play for Natasha Burns. Well done.
So Savannah Kahakai, a Farrington graduate, sends it across. Keikaoha. Ooh, that had some smoke tailing off of it.
Pass out the helmets.
Yeah. Caught Gianna Guinasso in a compromising situation.
She took a shot there. Bounces right back, though.
5 kills for Keikaoha. Hitting 286. Here it comes from the service line. Great pass by Guinasso. Maggs is dug up. On the outside, it is the ubiquitous Lauren Carter, 6'3" freshman. Every time she's in there, she makes an impact.
Played all CIF a couple years ago. Playing for her high school, St. Lucy's Priory.
And we're tied again.
She's made a difference tonight. She's come in and played well.
We've been tied 7 times here in this third set. Here's Taylor trying to restore order, and she does. Emphatically, mind you. She's got 14 kills on now 35 attempts.
So versatile. She can go down the line like that, and then she can also go inside the 3-meter line. Go figure. How do you defend her?
Sometimes you just have to pray. She's hitting 314. Outside. Carter is dug up by Guinasso. D-set goes to Taylor. This time the block was up. And that's how you defend it, says Danielle Geiger.
I'm sure Nikki Taylor was completely ready for that one. She'd just come off jump serving. The ball came over quickly. I think it might have been better to give Nikki a little bit of a break there. Instead, I mentioned the outside or Maglio in the middle.
UC Irvine, we're tied again for the 8th time. Anteaters were preseason picked to finish 4th this year in the Big West Conference. Here's Mitchum just leaping over the fray.
And they picked on her again. She made him pay.
Hawaii first to 15 in the third. Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. There's a look at Kaleo Baxter. He is the Director of Volleyball Operations for Hawaii and was an assistant coach at UC Irvine under Ashley Hain last year. Now, we asked Ashley prior to the match, now, do you have any, trash talking that you want to do about Kaleo Baxter? And she had nothing of the sort. She said he is a wonderful, wonderful guy. In fact, he brought her coffee this morning when they had their serve and pass session, and she likes it a certain way. He remembered he used to bring her coffee when he was an assistant for her last year, and so
he doesn't like
a gentleman and a scholar.
But he doesn't want to be known as Kaleo, does he?
Well, that's the thing. A little known fact for those who are scoring at home. Kaleo Baxter, his first name is Greg Baxter. Outside, here's Victoria Dennis. Kendra Kelsch, who just entered the match with the save off the ricochet, and then McKenna Granado goes off the hands and down
Kelsch
for a point.
Kelsch making a couple of key plays at the net there. A block and then a second touch. Granado, nice high hand swing there. And Nikki Taylor, what a set. I think it was money.
Oh, good heads-up play by Taylor to keep that alive. Granado is blocked. How about Mitchum? Some stick-em D out there. Granado then tooling the block for the Hawaii point. Annie Mitchum is showing some defensive capabilities.
She is, and Dave showed you up off the bench there clapping for Granado's tool job on the outside hands. He wants his outside hitters to hit the edges of the block, not into the block.
Timeout Irvine. Hawaii up 3 in the third. Well, we got the attendance numbers here tonight and through the turnstile. 5,502 here at the Stan Sheriff Center. You take a good look at Taylor Higgins, senior setter for the Rainbow Wahine Volleyball team. So decent crowd here on this Friday night. Slide goes to Geiger, misses the court wide out of the timeout. Hawaii has opened up a 4-point advantage here in the third. They lead 2-0. A bounce-back game, at least that's the hope for Hawaii coming off of the 5-set loss to Long Beach State on the road last weekend. High and away, set goes to Dennis, goes high hands. Granado sends it way up into the air onto the other side of the net. Now Kelsch sets Mags in the middle, and that one was just...
The whole play was a little discombobulated. You mentioned coming off a good serving run there.
We mentioned the crowd here tonight. We'd love to see an uptick in the attendance tomorrow night for the UH football team as they play host to UNLV on homecoming. A chance for the Rainbow Warriors. How about this?
They deserve the support, don't you think?
A chance for them to maintain first place position in the West Division.
You just wanted to say that.
Mountain West Conference.
You were just waiting to say that.
It's been a while.
You were waiting for the opening.
Montgomery with the serve for Irvine. Kelsch tried to dump it over. In the back row to Sales. Dug up by Greeley. Tight to the net. Put down by Akpakpa. She continues to put together a high numbers game. 8 kills on 10 swings for her. Still error-free.
Kelsch comes out, but not because she did anything wrong. Dave Schultz just wanted to have his normal starting lineup back in.
Ooh, that one was close to that end line. Misses long. Hawaii now up 3. Well, it was a match that started out with a Super Bowl quality rendition of the national anthem.
You gotta give her some props.
Hawaii Ciara Kaluhio Kalani was absolutely amazing. Dennis high hands, great dig in the back row by Greeley. Here's Granado through the block, played it off the ricochet. Now Taylor from the back row. She has been virtually unstoppable here tonight. 15th kill for her.
And she's hitting for, a good hitting percentage as well. And she's just tooling the block, keeping the ball in play. She's managing to either use the block or over the block, as we see Anna girl come in.
Anna Ponce making an appearance. Out of Moanalua. Akpakpa in the middle. Gets another kill.
Hawaii's Achilles heel tonight. Too many tips are dropping. This is going back to about 3 weeks ago when it was definitely an Achilles heel. So Dave Schultz put an emphasis on it in practice. It seems that maybe there's been some short-term memory. I don't know. Way too many tips dropping.
You'll see outside Granado, big swing, cross court and in. That was a devastating, slicing angle from McKenna Granado.
It was a good comeback by her after trying to go hard and high and long before. She hits a tough shot inside the 3-meter line. Very difficult shot. And she took just enough off it to make it happen.
She went thin slice on that one. Middle set, Akpakpa does it again. Now, we talked about at the top of this broadcast the passing for Hawaii. It has at times failed them. The service receiving has at times been a bugaboo. And we have seen throughout the season in stretches, the tip shot defense has hurt them. At this point in the year, though, Chris, those categories that I just mentioned, is there still time to shore that up? Or is that now becoming part of this year's team's DNA? As Taylor hits it into the antenna.
All of those easily shore upable. All of them. All 3, and I know that Hawaii, when they get it all together and have all those three areas, those 3 categories cleaned up, watch out. I think they have Final 4 category, I believe. Or at least Final 8 at worst.
Here's Granado. Yes, puts it down. Hawaii up 3. Now, what would you say are the keys to shoring some of those areas up? Is it above the shoulders? Is it more of a mental thing at this stage in some of that?
Yeah, I think it's more remembering assignments. What I'm supposed to do, where I'm supposed to go, how I'm supposed to hold my platform, all those things. Pretty simple solutions.
Welcome back, the Rainbow Wahine. Hoping to close out UC Irvine in sweeping fashion. Next up for Hawaii, they will play again on Sunday. They will take on UC Davis at 5 p.m. here at the Stan Sheriff Center.
Hawaii big block up there, 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". It does not get any bigger for Hawaii. See if Granado can keep her serve in. She does. She wants the block to score the point. We'll see.
Kekaoha says block that. She goes down the line off of Granado and out.
Great shot by Kikoha. She's facing a 6'3" and a 6'5", and she manages to tool the end blocker.
Harley Kikaoha playing with a heavy heart here tonight. Her auntie, her mom's sister, passed away very recently, and in fact they had the services as Taylor goes off the block and out tonight, and it was a decision that Kikaoha had to make whether or not to come out on the road trip with UC Irvine, but she decided in honor of her auntie to come out and represent and play, and she's put together a fine match, really, as is her standard. So we certainly send our best support and aloha on behalf of OCSports to the Kikaoha Ohana as Taylor gets roofed by Lauren Carter.
Set a little bit wide. Great block by Carter. She's really been a wonderful addition for UC Irvine tonight. 6'3" freshman playing some pretty good volleyball at the Division I level, making the adjustment quite well.
Kikaoha with the serve. Oh, tough first contact by Granado and a net violation by Yosia trying to chase down the set. And this third set is far from done here. Dave Shoji signals for a timeout. UC Irvine has trimmed it to a single digit trying to stay alive. Welcome back. Stick around for the Heineken postgame show coming up right after the match as our side set crew, the corner crew, breaks down all of tonight's highlights and statistics. Plus, they always get a player interview. Good info coming from Scott, Lisa, and Ryan. Little love for the cheerleaders from the crowd. You gotta love that. Acknowledging all aspects of the sporting event, and a huge service error from Harley Kikaoha out of the timeout. So Dave Shoji, have to say, a well-utilized timeout. They now stand here 5,500 strong on Aloha ball for the match, and it is Nikki Taylor with the serve. Slide goes to Geiger, blocked, but it goes out. So a point for Irvine, and they'll have to stand still a little bit longer.
The crowd thought it went off Geiger. That's why they were all cheering, but it did not. Goes out of bounds, and Hawaii has another chance at match point.
So Hawaii now ranked 17th. They fell 5 spots last week after the loss at Long Beach State. Now 31st in the RPI. It is imperative that they win the conference to assure themselves a chance at the NCAA postseason. It starts here. Mitchum blocked, kept alive by Kahakai. Mitchum, a second time, dug up by DeSales. Here's Dennis, the dink, and we're tied at 24. We're going to play extra volleyball here in this third set.
There's the Achilles heel. And once again, I believe the 4th time tonight, tip is dropping. Dennis, I think, has done 3 of them.
Yosia, D-set to Taylor was fading away. It's dug up outside Dennis. Harder hit this time off the ricochet. Kahakai saves it. Taylor hit it fat, sends it long. And Irvine now has set point on their side. And Dave Shoji's going to signal for another timeout.
Well, Nikki Taylor had only one blocker up. Couldn't get her feet there. Got kind of tangled up. Didn't get a really good approach, but the Irvine fans, 15 to 20 strong, like that last play a lot.
Well, here's now, as we take a look at Nikki Taylor's last shot, here's now one of the dilemmas, if you want to call it that. This was something that we actually joked about with Ashley Hayne prior to the match. They leave tonight. They have a flight out of Honolulu tonight, and so if this thing somehow goes wrong, like
volleyball can go forever.
It can go a long time. So let's hypothetically say that this thing goes on and on, marathon style. We asked Coach Hayne, or you asked her, you said, are you going to cancel your flight? And she said, yeah, I'll pay for the change fee myself.
Yeah, well, she said, if we're leading.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty funny.
A 5-1 run for UC Irvine. Hawaii's largest lead in this third set was 4. but they were closing in on putting the finishing touches on this in sweeping fashion, and now that very attentive Anteater squad with an opportunity in front of it to extend this match to a fourth.
Hawaii gets a chance, a wonderful opportunity to see how they play under pressure.
But some of the bugaboos from earlier in the season coming back, rearing their ugly head here tonight for Hawaii, haunting them in different spots of this match. The tip shot defense has been one of them. So UC Irvine trying to push this to a fourth. Haley DeSales with the serve. Pass by Guanasso. You'll see it goes outside. Mitchum down the line and wide. Point for Irvine, and we will head to a fourth set. The brooms go back in the closet. The broom closet door gets slammed shut. We're going to play some more here at the Stan Sheriff Center. Welcome back for our Fujitsu air conditioning cool play of the match. We're going to send it back. We're going to rewind to set one. Now, this Stan Sheriff Center crowd loves these kinds of rallies, and we got the counter up in that left corner of the screen. How many times the ball goes over the net. And check this out. I mean, this thing just kept on going, Chris. Back and forth. Jousts at the net. Quick ricochets. This Hawaii crowd loves these kinds of extended rallies.
Yeah, this is some good volleyball. And very often it happens in the first set as the teams are feeling each other out. But UC Irvine and Hawaii both playing some pretty terrific defense 9 times over the net. And it's still not there. It's done with that one. Maglio anyway with the step out. That was a cool play, don't you think?
Oh, most certainly.
Cool plays, we should say.
That was a very long and very cool play here in this match. Well, Ashley Hayne told us prior to tonight's festivities she had a good feeling. She thought that her team was going to put forth a strong effort, even though they have had their ups and downs here this season, right? I mean, this has been a season where they have had some standout victories, right? They beat USC, but they have also had some bad losses. She referred to their loss.
San Diego State as well.
San Diego State. Win. They referred to their loss last week to Cal Poly. In sweeping fashion. She said, you know, we just didn't even bother to show up. We have gone through some psychological and mental turmoil. It's been a roller coaster ride, but she feels like they are now heading into a more positive plane. And so she expected them to put up a fight tonight. They were down 2 sets to none. Just about everyone in this arena was writing them off, and here we are now playing into a fourth.
They have not given up, to be sure.
You'll see a serves out of the break and forces the overpass placed down two-hand style by Emily Maglio. And Hawaii strikes first in the fourth.
And Dave Shoji goes back to his old lineup. Andy Mitchell will go back to the middle, I believe.
See if they can finish business here against the Anteaters. But they got a little momentum on their side. Victoria Dennis, though, denied by the twine. Able to get it over the top of the tape.
Boy, the big block up front. You see who should keep this in with Nikki Taylor and Maglio blocking up front.
Here it comes from Yosia. Took something off that time. Kekaoha the pass. Akpakpa the dink. And that has been repetitive here tonight.
11 kills in 13 tries. Akpakpa on fire. Just finds the open court. Get the job done in all sorts of ways. Hitting 846, not bad.
Yeah, error-free for Akpakpa. And a good serve by Shelly Anderson, and we're tied at 2. And there is certainly a discrepancy in the body language on either side of the net here. You see Irvine playing freely. They've been given some fresh life here in this fourth set. Taylor over the double block, dug up by DeSales. Kekaoha went wide of the antenna there, so a point for Hawaii to set a little bit too far out there.
Well, this will be a good test for Hawaii to see how they bounce back from the narrow loss in the third set. Here, the ball goes outside the antenna. Obviously illegal. Linesman starts waving the red flag.
So 3 serving 2. Renato with the serve. Dennis, cross court, dug up by Yosia. Kahakai will set right side to Taylor through the double block and down. 4-2 Hawaii.
That block was ready for Nikki Taylor, and she just found a way. There might have been a seam in that block, or she went over, I'm not sure, but she's getting her freshness back again.
And now Granado will take a while. You see all the bounces to serve. Backside, here's Dennis through the block and down. Oh, Maglia was up, Sibley was up.
They were going to get the tip for sure.
Yeah. Split the uprights, did Victoria Dennis. So now on to serve Arden Davis. Maglio dug up over the net by Anderson. Yosia goes backside. Here's Taylor, just gobbling up the solo block attempt of Lauren Carter.
That's not fair. When Taylor's out there one-on-one, it's just not fair. Good delivery choice by Noreen Yosia.
So it's been a little bit busier a night for Nikki Taylor than what it was looking like for a little while. A pop-up block. Keikaoha puts it down.
Broken play there. Keikaoha, being the athlete she is, made the most of it.
And now Luna Sugimoto will serve. Second in the Big West Conference in total digs as the libero. Taylor is blocked. Yosia covers it. Kahakai bump set to Taylor. Dug up by Keikaoha. On the second contact, the swing attempt by Geiger is
roof. That's one of the advantages of moving Annie Mitchum back to the middle. She makes plays like that.
So the pros and cons, that's sort of been one of the debates, right?
Yeah.
Where do they get the most out of Annie Mitchum? On the outside or in the middle? What are the pros and cons there?
There she is.
That's one of the pros of her being in the middle, that's for sure. A couple of solo blocks back to back for Annie Mitchum.
Well, I think that, you know, the pros of having her in there, middle blocking like that. She also runs the slide really well. The pros of having her on the outside are she can attack a big block.
Keikaoha rising high, but Kirsten Sibley getting in on the block fest. And Hawaii has UC Irvine doubled up here in the early portion of set 4, prompting a timeout from UC Irvine. The block party is on in the 4th. Back here at the Stan Sheriff Center. The Rainbow Wahine up 4 here in the 4th set. Don't forget about But Seriously with Inside Access. First airing is Monday night on OCSports. Myself, Rob DeMello, Bobby Kern on the But Serious set as Nikki Taylor establishes a point for Hawaii on the ace out of the timeout.
But seriously, did she really need the cable there? She might have got an ace anyway.
You're good at this.
Nah.
We need to get you on the show.
There's an overpass right there. Nikki Taylor again.
You'll see on the second contact, dumps it over, and Hawaii increases its lead to 6.
Marino Yosia becoming an offensive force. Her 5th kill, no errors. She's hitting 1,000. 5th kill in 5 tries.
Serving 4, Taylor. Top spin serve, step out, goes to Geiger. And she's able to blast it past that double block.
Let's take a look at Noreen Yosia being an offensive setter. Block just getting assembled. While the block is getting assembled, look at Noreen Yosia sees an opening. That big hole in the court. Easy kill for her.
5 serving 10, here it comes from Keikaoha. Claire Marie Anderson with the nails pass. Taylor, though, got stuffed. And getting the gist of that one was Lauren Carter.
Good block by Carter. And Yosia apologizing to Taylor. She says, oh, I brought that ball way too far inside. The block just loaded up on Nikki.
So 6 serving 10. You wouldn't expect Irvine to roll over, that's for sure. You'll see it has to chase down the second contact, and Taylor tried to go off with 1 foot. And it's a point for Irvine.
And who's causing the problems? It's Keikaoha with that left-handed serve that Hawaii never sees because there's no left-handers on the team or on the coaching staff. Last 2 years ago, they had James Kaw as a volunteer assistant, and he would be the lefty.
Sibley nails it long, and you see Irvine on a run. It was just 10-4 moments ago by Hawaii. Now Calais Greeley will rotate in off the bench for Kirsten Sibley. Hawaii in need of a good pass here.
Interesting set. I'm not sure that Greeley's ready for front row duty.
Anderson to pass tight to the net, and you'll see at times the joust. It's unbelievable. Her neck and instinct for that kind of play.
She's got the volleyball IQ. She's got the athleticism. She's got the experience. She's played all at the high junior levels. National Player of the Year 1 year.
Outside. Lauren Carter strikes again.
No match for Carter, though. Carter, she's tough.
We're seeing a lot of young players for this UC Irvine team playing prominent roles here tonight. What do you think about what Ashley Hayne is putting together here in just under 2 seasons as head coach?
She's got it going on, and she's she's got some players on there that were not her recruits, obviously. So she's starting to build her own team.
And an ace. As DeSales handcuffs one of the better liberos, certainly in this conference, and maybe across the nation.
That was a good serve. DeSales just ripped it out of Washington State. So she's played Pac-12 volleyball. Another good serve.
Slide goes to Mitchum. And she puts an end to that UC Irvine burst, at least momentarily.
If Hawaii passes better, I expect to see more of Annie Mitchum hitting those slides. Because it really is difficult to block. You see that one middle blocker did not get out there on time.
And again, she can get up so high on those. Maglio was waiting for that dump shot. But a chance now for Irvine in transition. It's Geiger blocked. What a save, Sugimoto.
Double contact, I think.
It'll be a mishandle on that second contact.
Yeah.
Oh, but that wipes away what was a tremendous effort on the block to keep it alive by Luna Sugimoto. Look at this.
Yeah, great pop-up. That's one of the reasons that Irvine is staying in the game, because of plays like that.
Here's Dennis against a solo block. They were able to freeze Maglio in the middle, Chris.
Yep. Maglio's really she thought the ball was going to be set to the middle attack, especially because Papa has had such a good night.
Greeley with the pass. Slide goes to Maglio, pounds it home right to the middle of the floor. Hawaii up 3.
Hawaii has a pretty good side-out percentage here. Over 70. Irvine hitting around 40 or 50. So the offense is starting to warm up.
There's Dennis on the outside. And she's getting hot. 14 kills for Victoria Dennis.
Surprised Nikki Taylor took line there, or took cross court instead of taking her line.
Irvine's thinking they want to push this thing to a 5th. Maglio. The block got a good touch. Anderson goes outside. Here's Dennis over the double block. Diving save, Kahakai. You'll see it. Outside, Taylor. Big swing. Sugimoto there. Backside, Keikaoha. Two-handed in the air by Greeley. You'll see it. Has to just bump it up. Taylor's blocked, but it goes over the net and falls in.
All right, I guess what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Remember Keikaoha's dig off her shoulder? Well, there's Hawaii's version of the same thing.
So we had Keikaoha's shoulder kill, and this was kind of like Nikki Taylor from the holster.
You don't see this very often. To see two of those in one night is very rare.
It's been that kind of match, I tell you. We've had some, as you saw with our Fujitsu air conditioning cool play of the game, some epic rallies, some crazy plays, some incredible saves. Kenna Granado with the serve. Dennis on the opposite side, through the block and down. Victoria Dennis has provided a problem for Hawaii that they've had trouble solving here as of late.
Certainly has. 15 kills, hitting 250, 3 digs, a block. He's providing a lot of offense for this team.
So now Arden Davis sends it wide on the serve.
Davis trying to pick on the freshman Sibley. Did not work. Tried to cut that line a little bit too thinly.
And Savannah Kahakai to serve here. What do you think is going through the mind of these Rainbow Wahine players and certainly the coaching staff? They're coming off of their first conference loss. They're now finding themselves in a dogfight here with UC Irvine, as that one goes wide, and that will provide a little breathing room for Hawaii here at this juncture of the fourth set.
I don't think any panic buttons need to be pushed. You know, they've done so many things well tonight, and I think it's unnecessary for them to push any buttons.
Well, Ashley Hayne will try to push the right buttons in this timeout. Irvine trailing Hawaii by 4 in the fourth. Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. The Antes, as always, on hand. A little close to the speaker that time for the horn to signify the start of play once again. Outside the set goes to Carter, blocked. Carter a second time, dug up by Sibley. You'll see it has to chase down the second touch, goes over the shoulder to Taylor, who's dug up. Now Keikaoha off Sibley and out for an Irvine point. Now, people will watch this match and they'll look at UC Irvine's record 2-4 coming in. We mentioned it's been a topsy-turvy type of season, right? A couple of standout signature almost wins, USC, San Diego State. They take Long Beach State to 5, but they've also had some poor performances. So people will look at this perhaps, and some of them will think, oh, this is Hawaii playing down. How much of this is Irvine maybe playing up?
I'd say more of it Irvine playing up than Hawaii playing down. Very definitely. And plus, you know, Coach Ashley Hayne told us before the match, we've cleared up a lot of our problems. I'm expecting a big effort tonight. So she's not surprised at all that this is going to we're in a fourth set. This is exactly how she planned it. You gotta remember that Hawaii, Dave showed you did a little experimenting in the third set as well, up 2-0.
Sure, yeah.
That's time to play Annie Mitchum on the outside. It's time to get Natasha Burns in the middle and do some different things. You know, he's played tonight 14 players, so he wants to be able to have all of his guns in his holster. You know, when it comes to tournament time.
They almost used their maximum subs in that third set.
He was 14 of the 15 subs.
Our last pulverizing hit, by the way, by Annie Mitchum, her 8th kill of the match. Bump set. This is Carter. Dug up by Taylor. Nicely done. Mitchum in the middle. I don't know, Chris. I mean, if
she's so easy to set in the middle. She had no approach there. She's 6'3". She can jump from a standing jump and get up pretty high. That kind of transition defense is really good. Watch how far. She's got one step, no steps, a no-step approach. Just pops up and pounds it down.
Well, you said you kind of like Mitchum on the outside. I may have to go the other way. Was there a touch? No touch on the slide to Geiger. And it's a point for Hawaii. They're up 6. And now more of a spacious opportunity here to try to finish this thing. Backside, here's Keikaoha. Oh, she went off the trampoline that time. She really's got some boosters off of that Terraflex.
She really does. When it picked up her 8th kill. She's got 18 digs on the night. She's had the set in the first set. A little trouble from down the service line. She had 3 errors.
Team-high 25 aces coming into this match. Greeley on the outside, and how about Calais Greeley? That's her first kill in a long time. She had just 13 kills total on the season coming into this match.
And she was just going to kind of risk that one in. She was only going to play one rotation in the front row. Now she's playing in the back, and she leads the Rainbow Wahine despite playing only 3 rotations most of the night with 10 digs.
Carter on the outside. Oh my. She ripped that one. By the way, for Greeley, that was her first kill since she recorded 3 kills against Washington back on September 11th.
Once she played some front row in September, they kind of laid off her and let that shoulder heal a little bit more. But how about Lauren Carter? What a night she's having.
Just a freshman, the future bright for this Irvine squad. Granado from off the net. Put over on the second touch. And Shelly Anderson catching Hawaii off guard.
Hawaii's got to remember that Shelly Anderson's doing the 5-1. They're not doing the 6-2 like in the first set where there were no centers in the front row. Now Shelly Anderson's playing all the way around.
Oh, but the ill-timed service error, the 11th of the match for UC Irvine. Puts the advantage once again and the momentum back in Hawaii's favor. Outside, here's Dennis. Big swing. And Hawaii couldn't come up with the save.
Marine Edosia can only slow that ball down. They got redirected too much, and Dennis picks up yet another kill, her 16th of the night.
Well, Irvine will leave later tonight, going back to California.
I think around midnight is what I heard.
Yeah, Ashley Haynes saying, hey, look, that's what you got to do when you have a 2-year-old. She and husband Eric with a 2-year-old son, Lincoln, back at home. But she also wants to get the girls home early so the girls can have 2 days off. Yeah, just started school here and wants them to kind of get back into the groove there. You'll see it outside. Granado pounds it down. That must have felt good.
Granado got the split block. Edosia did great deception, faking like she was going on a back slide to Maglio. So the middle blocker honored that. Never made it to the outside to block Granado, and Granado made her pay.
Regardless of what happens here on out, Ashley Haynes, I'm sure getting on the plane back to California, feeling pretty good about what her team put out there here tonight.
Edosia forcing another bad pass.
Dennis dug up by Granado. Edosia sets backside to Taylor. Kikaoha had the first touch, and it's two-handed over the net. Free chance here for Hawaii. Edosia middle to Maglio. Dug up by Sugimoto. That was brilliant. Dennis punched up in the air by Edosia. Here's Taylor again through the block and down. Her 20th kill of the evening, and they will once again in unison rise to their feet here at the Stan Sheriff Center.
Again, a feisty bunch, digging ball after ball after ball.
And Noreen Edosia to serve for the match. Hawaii looking to get back in the win column. Outside, Dennis off the double block. Save Kahakai. Backside, Taylor. Can she finish? No, not yet. Maglio the first contact. Here's Taylor a second time. Block. Punched up in the air by Kahakai. Greeley to Granado. Yes!
How about Clay Greeley with a back set to get the assist? Wow.
And that's how this one ends. Irvine put up a fight for sure, but the Rainbow Wahine bounced back from their road loss to Long Beach State last weekend with a victory over a feisty and hard-working UC Irvine squad in 4. You see the final arithmetic, 25-14, 25-21, 26-24 Irvine, and 25-18 Hawaii in the 4th. Well, Irvine will feel pretty good, certainly, about the fight that they were able to put up here tonight against Hawaii's, particularly down 0-2. What will Dave Shoji think about this match? Let's check in as he's with Scott Rollins.
Hey, thanks a lot, Benoit. Well, Coach, that was a lot harder than I think a lot of folks thought it would be. Did you expect this type of match?
Well, that team beat USC in 3 straight, so we know it was a good team. They've struggled a little bit lately, but I knew they were going to get battle, and you know, they got a nice team. They got a pretty good balance, so it was hard fought for sure.
We got a chance to see Greeley play a little bit more in the front row. How close is she to being, well, I don't think she'll be 100%, but how close is she to being ready to play that front row?
Yeah, she's getting better every week and every day, actually. In practice, we're giving her a lot more swings. And, we're hopeful that she can be stronger in 2 weeks and maybe play a little more front row because she's a really good blocker and passer. If she can stay in for 6 rotations, it would really steady out our passing.
All right, last thing, Sunday you play UC Davis. What can you tell us about the Aggies?
Well, kind of a similar team. They've played a lot of good teams, and so they're not going to be intimidated coming in here. It'll be very similar to UC Irvine.
All right, Dave, thanks a lot.
All right, Scott.
All right, guys, back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the match. Idara Akpakpa, 11 kills, hit 786 to go along with a couple of blocks and a dig. Nikki Taylor, well, they had to rely on her pretty heavily. 58 swings tonight, Chris, and she obliged with 20 kills. Had an ace, a couple of blocks, and 8 digs. You heard Dave Shoji. He expected it to be a battle. It certainly was. What were your impressions of Hawaii's overall performance tonight?
I thought it was good. I thought they bounced back well from the Long Beach loss. The girls were really devastated by the loss. They were not happy at all, and it would have been easy to come back here and sort of woe is me, pity party kind of thing. But instead, they fought hard all night long. Dave Shoji did a lot of experimenting in the third set. He was allowed to get 14 players in the match tonight, and I think that was really good. Experimenting with Annie Mitchum on the outside, which was good. So I think he has got to be pleased with the way the team played overall. The third set got away from him, but there's a happy Clay Greeley.
Yeah.
The third set got away from him, but you got to give a lot of credit to UC Irvine, whose coach Ashley Hain told us she was expecting a great effort from them because they've been playing well. They got a lot of team things cleared up, and they've been playing well lately.
Interesting side story involving Calais Greeley. We saw her rotate into the front row a couple of times tonight. Dave Shoji saying she's getting closer to maybe being more of a front row, at least a regular and consistent front row player. That could potentially solve some of the issues for Hawaii, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And how about her leading the team in digs tonight despite only playing 3 rotations, half as many rotations as everybody else. So to lead the team in digs, that's a good sign as well. The Clays really got her game together.
Hawaii improves to 13-5. They're now 6-1 in the Big West Conference. It'll be UC Davis on Sunday. They will come in 9-9 overall, 2-3 in the league. We will see you then. Don't forget to hang around for the Heineken post-game show after this timeout. For Chris McLaughlin, I'm Kanoa Leahy. Until next time, everybody, aloha.